Hey everybody, what's going on, and welcome to Guns N' Roses Central. And today I want to talk about the true story behind the Velvet Revolver song Fall to Pieces. Now, one thing you guys may not know is that Axl Rose claimed that Fall to Pieces could have been a Guns N' Roses song dating back to the mid-90s. So before we get to that, let's talk a bit about the song. So it was a power ballad that was found on Velvet Revolver's first album, which came out in 2004, titled Contraband. Now, it was the band's third single, and it was quite successful. It peaked at number 67 on the Billboard Hot 100 charts. That was back when hard rock songs still were able to hit the Billboard Hot 100 charts, and it was number one on the mainstream rock charts. Now, the song's lyrics are pretty self-explanatory. It really talks about Scott Weiland's battle with heroin and the toll it took on his relationship with his then-wife, Mary Forsberg. Getting back to the song's performance on the rock charts, not only was it number one on the mainstream rock charts, it was number one for 11 consecutive weeks, and it was number two on the Billboard Hot Modern Rock Track charts for a single week. Now, the song is also notable because it was played as part of Velvet Revolver's live set during their performance at Live 8 back in 2005. Now, like a lot of Velvet Revolver songs and even Guns N' Roses songs, the song is played in half a step down tuned guitars. Now, let's get to the part of where Axl claims that Fall to Pieces could have been a Guns N' Roses song. So let's first see how Slash claims that he came up with this riff. Here's an interview with Slash where he talks a bit about it and how he kind of changes the song up, depending on the live performance they're doing.
So that's the lead part.
Sometimes I bend it, sometimes I don't. So and then
So how'd you stumble on this lick? It's one of those licks that just sounds so heartfelt.
That's really hard for me. I actually wrote it when before Matt and Duff and I hooked up and the whole Velvet Revolver thing started. I'd gotten to that point where I was going to put another band together, and I was playing with Steve Gorman and this bass player whose name was, I think, Abe something. And I was just hanging out with him, writing ideas, and I was going to start looking for the singer and doing all that. And I ended up subsequently playing with Matt and Duff for this one particular event, and that sort of started. I was like, okay, this is exciting. But for that moment, I was just writing material, and that was one of the things that I wrote that I liked. And when Velvet came together, I showed it to Matt and Duff and Dave, and we came up with our own version of it.
Show me the intro too.
I think it just...
And how did you record that on the album? The clean part.
A little bit of chorus, and I think I recorded it with, I'm not sure if it was a Fender, we're talking about a Princeton, something like a Fender Twin or a Princeton, something like that, and a little bit of chorus and a Les Paul.
So in 2008, Axl gave a bunch of Q&A interviews to fans and even did an open letter, and he brought up Fall to Pieces. So he claimed that Fall to Pieces originated as a Guns N' Roses song. So he claimed that the song originated during the band's ill-fated final sessions in the mid-90s, where he said, and I quote, "which led to a trial period where Slash played the key bits of Fall to Pieces, but once I showed some interest, that was over." And based on Slash's interview, he claims he came up with the song around 2001, 2002. So who knows? It could have been an interesting Guns N' Roses song, and with Guns N' Roses covering the Velvet Revolver song Slither while on tour, maybe they'll throw Fall to Pieces in the near future, and we'll get to hear what Axl sounds like on the song. So let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment section below, and be sure to hit the like button and subscribe. And go check us out at gnrcentral.com for the latest Guns N' Roses news. Take care.
Hey, this is Dizzy Reed from Guns N' Roses, and you're watching GNR Central. Yeah!